fly and let this heartwarming tale help you drift to sleep. Geranium and Salvia's Celebratory Night. This story is about a young girl named Geranium and a gentle shadow creature named Salvia who come together to save the village festival, creating a lasting bond of friendship. In the quaint village of Luminara, where every lamppost glowed with a warm, perpetual light even amidst the darkest nights, lived a young girl named Geranium. Her hair shimmered like spun gold under the sunlight, and her laughter was known to bring joy to all who heard it. Nearby, in the shadowed depths of the ancient whispering woods, dwelled a shadow creature named Salvia. Unlike the frightening tales told round village campfires, Salvia was a gentle, playful spirit who loved to explore and learn. He had eyes that sparkled like amethysts and a voice as soft as the rustling leaves. One clear evening, as the first stars began to twinkle, the village buzzed with excitement. Tonight was the annual Festival of Lights, where homes were decorated with lanterns of all colors, and feasts were prepared to be shared. Geranium was especially excited because she had helped her mother bake dozens of delicious honey cakes. Meanwhile, deep in the whispering woods, Salvia felt the festive energy emanating from the village. Curious and eager to witness the celebration, he decided to venture towards the village, careful to stay hidden from sight. As he watched from the shadows, he saw Geranium dancing joyfully around a magnificent bonfire, her flowing dress reflecting the fire's glow. Her happiness was infectious, and Salvia couldn't help but sway along with her from his hiding spot. Suddenly, a gust of wind blew out several lanterns, and the bonfire flickered dangerously. The villagers gasped, and panic began to spread. Geranium's heart sank as she saw the light of the festival dimming. Determined to restore the joy, she ran towards the whispering woods, calling out for help. Salvia, sensing her distress, cautiously stepped into the light for the first time. The villagers fell silent, staring in awe at the gentle creature who emerged from the shadows. Geranium approached Salvia and whispered her request. With a nod, Salvia raised his arms, and his eyes began to glow with a mesmerizing light. From his fingertips, tendrils of shimmering shadows extended, relighting every lantern and strengthening the bonfire's blaze. The village once again erupted in cheers and laughter, amazed by the beautiful display. Geranium and Salvia shared a warm smile, understanding the bond they had forged. For the rest of the night, Salvia joined the festivities, and the villagers welcomed him with opened arms, marveling at the brilliance he brought from Alhambra. The Festival of Lights continued with even greater splendor, and from that night on, the village of Luminara knew that the Whispering Woods harbored a friend, not a foe. And so, Geranium and Salvia's friendship grew, lighting up their worlds with kindness, understanding, and the celebration of unity. Let's wander into the next comforting tale. Mock and Gazania, the Tale of Honesty. This story is about Mock learning the importance of honesty through his adventure with the mischievous pixie, Gazania. Once in a quaint and serene village, nestled between lush green hills and blooming wildflower meadows, there lived a young boy named Mock. Mock was known for his curious nature and glowing smile, but sometimes that curiosity led him into trouble. One warm, sunny day, as Mock playfully ran through the cascading fields, his eye caught sight of something shimmering brightly between the stems. As he approached, he saw a small pixie, Gazania, tangled in a web spun by the vines. Her wings glimmered like drops of dew in the early morning sun, and her aura seemed to speak tales of enchantment and mischief. Mock quickly helped untangle Gazania, carefully freeing her from the grasp of the vines. Relieved and grateful, Gazania fluttered round Mock, sprinkling tiny spots of shimmering light. In gratitude, Gazania offered her companionship and proposed a pact of friendship. As they danced through the fields, exploring the wonders of the meadows, Muck's laughter echoed with joy. Days passed, and Muck and Gazania became inseparable. However, Gazania was a mischievous pixie, often leading Muck into playful mischief. One day, Gazania urged Muck to sneak into the village elder's hidden greenhouse, whispering tales of rare and magical plants that could grant wishes. Despite an uneasy feeling, Muck's curiosity got the better of him, and he agreed to follow Gazania on her escapade. As night cloaked the village, Muck and Gazania tiptoed their way to the greenhouse, excitement bubbling within Muck's heart. Inside, the greenhouse was filled with the fragrant scent of exotic blooms. As they marveled at the magical flora, Muck accidentally knocked over a prized pot, shattering it across the floor. Panic surged through him as he and Gazania quickly fled the scene. The next morning, Gilf gnawed at Muck's conscience, fearing the disappointment of the village elder whom he looked up to. He knew he had to be honest about what happened, despite Gazania's laughing suggestion to keep it a secret. With a heavy heart, Muck approached the elder, confessing his deed and offering to help mend it. The dweller, though aware of the damage, saw honesty in Muck's eyes and praised him for his courage. Touched by Muck's sincerity, Gazania realized honesty was a bond stronger than any mischievous adventure. She vowed to guide Muck wisely, acknowledging the value of truth in friendship. Thus, the friendship between Muck and Gazania grew deeper, now fostered by trust and honesty as they explored the world with their hearts radiant and true. Our next story is ready to carry you further into rest. Hannah and Buttercup's Starry Night Adventure. This story is about Hannah and her dog Buttercup embarking on a magical journey among the stars where they discover the guiding light of friendship. Hannah was a curious little girl with big, expressive eyes that sparkled like the night sky. Buttercup, her faithful companion, was an old brown dog with a gentle heart and a love for Hannah that was as large as the universe itself. They lived in a small cottage on the edge of a vast field where the stars seemed to hang low, twinkling just out of reach. One quiet evening, Hannah gazed out her bedroom window, dreaming of touching those distant stars. "The tune of Buttercup," she whispered, glancing at the old dog curled up at her feet. "Do you think we could ever visit the stars?" Buttercup wagged his tail at night as the moon cast its silvery glow upon the world. Hannah drifted into a peaceful slumber, with dreams that carried her to the edge of the cosmos. In her dream, she found herself floating among the stars, with Buttercup soaring beside her, his fur shimmering with stardust. The two friends explored galaxies, danced with comets, and befriended constellations. They discovered a star that shone brighter than the rest, one that seemed to call to them. "This must be the star of friendship," Hannah exclaimed, her voice full of wonder. Buttercup barked in agreement, his eyes twinkling more brightly than ever. The star of friendship warmed them with its gentle light, surrounding them with a sense of belonging that transcended their earthly home. As the night whispered on, Hannah heard a voice. It was soft and melodic, like the twinkle of distant stars. "Remember," it said, "friendship is the light that guides you, no matter where you are." With a start, Hannah awoke, Buttercup licking her face with a wagging tail. She leapt out of bed and ran to the window, the first light of dawn painting the sky. "Buttercup, we had a starry night adventure," she giggled, hugging her companion tightly. Buttercup barked happily, his tail a joyous blur. Outside, the morning sun rose, but Hannah could still feel the warmth of the star of friendship in her heart. From that day on, no matter how cloudy the night or how distant the stars seemed, Hannah remembered that the light of friendship was always near, ready to guide her through any darkness. And so, every night before she closed her eyes, she would whisper to Buttercup, "Let's plan our next adventure among the stars," with Buttercup by her side, unaided that any dream, no matter how far-fetched, was within reach. As she drifted to sleep, she knew that the universe was a little smaller when she held friendship in her heart. Here's another story to ease you into the night. Marigold and the Renewal of Winter. This story is about a girl named Marigold and a winter spirit named Clover, who together renew the forest and learn the importance of life's cycles. In the quiet hamlet of Everwood, nestled between vast stretches of emerald forests and crystal-clear lakes, lived a young girl named Marigold. She had an infectious curiosity and a heart filled with dreams bigger than the towering pines surrounding her village. Every evening, as the sun kissed the horizon goodnight, Marigold would wander through the woods, enchanted by the whispers of the rustling leaves and the melody of the nightingale's song. One crisp winter eve, as light snowflakes began to fall, casting a glimmer upon the landscape, Marigold stumbled upon an ancient oak tree, its branches stretching toward the heavens like arms yearning for the stars. Beneath this majestic tree, a soft glow emanated from the earth. It was Clover, the winter spirit, a guardian of the season's change, cradled in an aura of shimmering frost and soft light that danced like fireflies on a summer's night. Clover had the appearance of a small, ethereal creature with wings made of glistening ice crystals and a gentle aura that warmed even the coldest winter night. Her job was to tend to the life cycles of the forest, ensuring the passage between winter's slumber and spring's awakening was seamless. Marigold, entranced by Clover's pale blue glow and gentle presence, greeted her with a respectful bow. "Greetings, Marigold," Clover whispered, her voice as soft as the snowfall around them. "I see the fire of curiosity burns bright within you." Excitedly, Marigold shared her dreams of adventure and learning, of exploring mountains and rivers beyond the village. Clover listened intently, her eyes twinkling with understanding. "The forest is much like our dreams," Clover said. "It sleeps, it grows, and it renews, just as you will." With each word, Clover sprinkled silver frost over the oaks, breathing life back into the sleeping earth. "Help me, dear Marigold," Clover invited, "us renew the forest together." Marigold gladly accepted, and together, they sang a song of rebirth, a melody that filled the air with warmth and hope. As they worked hand in hand, Marigold felt the veil of winter slowly receding, replaced by the tender shoots of new life, promising a vibrant spring. Through her gentle guidance, Clover taught Marigold the magic of renewal and the importance of patience and care. As the night deepened, Clover's light began to fade, but before she left, she gifted Marigold a small charm flight set of the finest ice, a reminder of their time together and the power of change. "Whenever you feel the chill of doubt, remember this night and the warmth of renewal," Clover whispered, her voice a fading echo on the frosty breeze. As Marigold watched Clover disappear into the moonlit sky, her heart was full of gratitude and wonder. She returned to her village, carrying a newfound understanding and a promise to cherish the cycles of life. From that day on, Marigold became a guardian of the forest, embracing the quiet strength of the trees and the whispers of the winds. Like Clover, that her dreams would also grow, rest and renew, conquer the future as bright as the starlit sky. Thank you for being here tonight. Rest well.